All right, here we are. We left the car show. Now we're in a conga line of nothing but exotics. In front of us, Aventador. To our right, Aventador. Pagani, Huayra, I believe, up front. I guess we're gonna check out a really cool collection. Let's go see. This car sounds so good among the Lamborghinis. Man, look at us, right on the coastline with the Z06. I can't wait because you know what? After this next week, we're doing the Raptor R, right? And then Coda with this car, going back to the racetrack. I'm very curious to see how this car compares against the other supercars on a big fast track like Coda. It's all part of the lifestyle right now. Check out this collection right here. In front of us is the all-new Apollo. Now, seeing the amount of carbon fiber on this car, right away, the first thing I'm thinking right now is how much PPF would it take to protect this? You definitely do not want any rock chip on this whatsoever. Plus, California roads, yeah, good luck driving this with the dips sometimes. They get crazy. But the beauty of it is this doesn't look like any other car out there. I love this car so much because of the design. The amount of downforce that it must produce should be out of this world, right? This car produces almost 3,000 pounds of downforce. That's insane. That makes the Senna look like a joke in comparison when it comes to the amount of pressure being pushed down. Almost double the Senna. Okay, just put that in perspective. This car is a downforce god. I know one thing, I'd be very nervous driving it just because of how fancy it looks, but the performance and speed so far of what I've seen with them, they're definitely legit. I love the cockpit because it looks like it's straight out of a video game. Please let me know your thoughts down below of the Apollo. Check out the tire size. So it does have a 21-inch tall tires, but then 325s. So it's not the widest tire ever, but it is still a very wide contact patch out back. So the grip with it must be really good with the Michelin tires, definitely. Right next to it, you have the Bugatti Chiron in full exposed carbon fiber. Also, one of my other favorite cars, the Koenigsegg Agera RS. I saw this same one during the Hypercar Track Day that happened up north at Laguna Seca last year. It was on track. Really cool to see that. Not just that, when I stopped by the Koenigsegg house during Car Week, I think I might have saw an Agera RS there too that looks similar to this. I ran into Christian von Koenigsegg and he had his Gemera there. Really cool seeing that car in person as well. I guess we have one cool talking point. We have the same wheels that a Koenigsegg has. Full carbon fiber exposed weave wheels. The engine though, imagine having an engine like this in the Corvette. Yeah, the Corvette engine that we have is amazing because it sounds good and it's all naturally aspirated, but we're missing the turbos. The Agera RS so has 1,300 horsepower. Or do I like the Pagani better? The Paganis, the way they are designed, they're so elegant, right? With those gold wing doors, the AMG V12. It doesn't have as much horsepower as the Koenigsegg, right? It has about 800 horsepower. But come on, with the active aero flaps on this car and the elegant body lines, it just looks perfect. One of my favorite cars back in the day was the Zonda. And yeah, this reminds me of it. I think the Huayra is one of the prettiest cars on the planet. And this is it. We have made it to a very popular spot for all the supercars up here. I think we've officially tested the theory, and yes, the Z06 can hang around a Pagani Huayra, a ton of Aventadors, and you name it. They did a good job. We got to talk new cars coming out. Now, stopping by the McLaren dealership, learning more about how the 720S went out of production is getting me thinking, what if we ordered the next gen McLaren 720S replacement? What would that be like? Would it be a 765 LT? but more focused for the street and being a balanced supercar? I can't wait to find out. These supercars are only getting better. The Z06 I think definitely a car to keep because of the exhaust noise and having it being totally naturally aspirated. No worry about temperature. We're going through the gears right now and we're holding 163 degrees. That's unheard of for a performance car like this. But cooling is number one for this car, and I think the next gen McLaren's coming out, they're gonna be unbelievable too. Next level, next level. Oh, look at that, there's a cop up there. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh, he's driving right past us, not giving us front license plate tickets. Woohoo! Okay guys, so let me know, what do you think, the V12 or the NA V8? Come on, which one sounds better, the flat plane crank or the V12? I gotta get your thoughts on this. LA right there, LA in the distance. Oh, this car sounds so good. We downshift, down crackled in front of an Aventador owner. That's James right there, the Corvette. That Pagani right there is a pinnacle. One of my favorite cars of all time. Just look at it. Just pull over with the cop car, right, the entire lineup. And there we go, made it to the coastline. But check it out, the lineup is looking really nice. Skittles effect right here with the yellow, the pink, and the red. Got the cop car, the Aventador down there. Look how good this Pagani looks. I mean, the spec on it is just fantastic with the exposed carbon fiber, the active aerodynamic flaps all around. Good, really good and cool seeing these things being driven, because I bet a lot of really high dollar cars just sit in the collection, right? But seeing this thing driving around in a rally with us is just perfect. So I suppose this is what happens when you pull off next to the beach. A crowd is starting to form around all the cars, which is very, very funny to me. We are like right here next to the sand. Over here at the very back, we've got Brad's amazing Lamborghini Gallardo, and then his daughter's Supra behind the Z06. Man, that cop car, such a great buy. Major shout out to you, Brad, because that was just perfect. Little rally of supercars right here. Oh, bummer, you completely missed it. Steve pulled up next to us in the Huracan. He said he's a fan. He's a fan of the exhaust note. So hey, that's coming from a Lamborghini V10 owner. Okay, so after driving this car, taking it out with fellow supercars and going on rallies, I don't know, I'm really getting the sense that this is a car to keep, because we're not gonna find flat plane crank 458 Special style motors anymore, which gets me thinking, because I know the McLaren 765s and them are faster on the racetrack. I think probably keep this, and it might be a good idea to keep investing in trying out different turbo track cars as well. I love the 600 LT, but the thought of a replacement 720 that takes all this future tech from a 765 and uses it for the better, I mean, the lap times will be insane. You got the not a cop car next to the real police cars. See a Crown Victoria next to the Ford Explorer. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It was a ton of fun. Taking out these cars, going for a supercar rally drive along the coastline. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next episode.